What's going on, y'all? Machiavelli Mills TV. Good morning, good morning, good morning. So I'm watching Smush Parker's interview on Vlad TV. Vlad starts to talk about, the most important part of why a lot of people, anybody would want to talk to Smush Parker, is about him and his contentious relationship with Kobe Bean Bryant. In the interview, Smush Parker starts to tell the truth about how Kobe Bryant treated him. Like Smush has done on a lot of other platforms, he's told the truth. He's talked about Kobe being rude and disrespectful to him and disrespecting him and talking down to him and looking down upon him as a player, as a basketball player and all of that, and just treating him like he was next to nothing, right? And a lot of people don't like for him to do that because they think you're only supposed to speak good things about Kobe Bryant now that Kobe Bryant is deceased, right? And you got people in the comments section of Vlad TV's interview, and they talking about Smush a hater. Smush need to let that hurt go. He never let it go. Let it go, Smush. You trying to besmirch Kobe's reputation and image. You trying to ruin his reputation. You trying to drag Kobe's name through the mud. Let me tell y'all something. Smush Parker is allowed to tell his truth as it pertains to Kobe Bean Bryant. Okay, a lot of people have confirmed that that's how Kobe Bryant was as a person. As a matter of fact, a lot of Kobe Bryant's biggest fans romanticize the asshole that Kobe Bryant was. Now, a lot of people don't like for me to use that. Kobe Bryant was an asshole, though. And a lot of people, they romanticize that about him. His biggest fans do. Oh, that's what it takes to be a winner. Kobe talk crazy to people like that because he know people need to be better. They need to be better. Oftentimes, a lot of men equate assholism to being a macho man, to being a real man, to being a dominant man. Listen, man, that ain't the truth. You know what I mean? That ain't the truth. It's a lot of dudes that carry themselves with humility and grace and don't be assholes to people. Muhammad Ali, as braggadocious as he was, he didn't treat people around him, as far as like the people that worked for him, like he wasn't an asshole to them. He didn't talk like he was above them or talk like they were beneath him. You know what I mean? But people don't like they only want Smush to say good things about Kobe. No, people can talk about the real version of him, whether y'all like it or not. And a lot of y'all don't want to hear it, but it's for real, man. Kobe was known to be like that. He was an aloof person. He was not a person he didn't ingratiate himself to people, especially to younger players who weren't as good as he thought they should be. He was not. Even to the older players, he didn't hang with them and stuff like that. He wasn't. Now, he couldn't really disrespect them because he was the younger guy on the team. But when it was his turn to be the veteran, oh, he did that. You know what I mean? He was an asshole. And he was borderline sociopathic. People don't like to say that, but it is what it is. When you got Kobe Bryant, I'm going to bring this up again. When he's coaching his daughter's team and one girl on the team can't come to the performance, Kobe Bryant posts a team picture and takes shots at the little 9-year-old girl about how she didn't show up because she had he was like other people had some other players felt like they had more important things to do, than come to be with the team. The other girl had a dance recital, and Kobe Bean Bryant is taking shots at a little girl. That's when you know he was a sociopath. Now, he was a great basketball player, outstanding, top-tier talent, a Pantheon great player. You can't take that away from him. But he had personality issues as it pertains to relating to people. He could not. Like, he couldn't do it like the way a LeBron James can ingratiate himself to the younger generation. And I equate LeBron being able to do that with LeBron being an only child, right? LeBron not knowing who his father was, having a relationship with his father. But that really the only child thing, it caused him to want to build bonds and build friendships with other young guys his age, especially when he didn't have the stable home life that a Kobe Bean Bryant had. He was bouncing from home to home, going from this coach house to that coach house to this family friend house. He didn't have a lot of structure until he got to probably St. Vincent St. Mary time, right? But yeah, I think him having that lack of structure and being an only kid, it not forced him, it made him a person who was more ingratiating to other people and embracive of other folks. And so when he got into a position of power with the Cleveland Cavaliers, you hear stories about him embracing the young guys on the team, bringing them in, uplifting them, you know what I mean? talking him up. Kobe wasn't that. He wasn't that type of person. You know what I mean? A part of it too was I also feel like Kobe was trying to model himself after Michael Jordan, and Michael Jordan was the same type of person too. He was a sociopathic asshole, same way, right? But people don't want. How can you romanticize that about Kobe? Y'all say, oh, it made him more dominant, it made him vicious, it made him this, and you don't want Smush to tell the truth. It's the truth, whether y'all like it or not. And Smush Parker got a right to tell the truth about his relationship with Kobe Bryant. You know what I mean? Y'all don't want him to do that, but it is what it is, man. And Kobe treated him terribly. And he was wrong for that. And I'm a firm believer that Smush should have went upside Kobe Bryant's head if he treated him. I'm sorry, but Smush, of course, didn't want to get kicked out of the league. They would have kicked Smush off the team and cut him. But sometimes when a man disrespecting you, you gotta go balls to the wall. Pause when I say that. You gotta make that brother. You gonna respect me. You ain't talking to me crazy. You ain't disrespecting me. You ain't talking down on me. You ain't acting like you better than me. You ain't talking to me like I'm the scum at the bottom of your shoe. That's what Kobe Bryant was doing to Smush Parker, telling him you don't have enough accolades to talk to me. Boy, who the fuck are you? I would have lost it if I was Smush Parker. I would have lost it. Boy, I'm sorry, people, Kobe fans. Y'all don't want to hear this. I would have choked the shit out of Kobe. I'm sorry, we would have been scrapping. You hear me? I would have stepped to him. Because we not doing that. I'm a man just like you. I put my pants on one leg at a time just like you do. I bleed blood just like you do. I'm a young player trying to find my way. It ain't no call, ain't no reason for all of that, right? Now, I always say this. People will make excuses for Kobe Bryant for how he treated Smush. But let that be LeBron James. Let LeBron James treated a younger guy like that. LeBron would have been the worst thing you ever seen. Oh my God, he's an arrogant. He's disrespectful. Oh, he's self-centered. He's obnoxious. He's a narcissist. Now I'm gonna say this. A lot of people call LeBron James a narcissist. And I say, yes, he does have elements of narcissism, for sure. And oftentimes I feel like a little bit, you gotta be a little bit like that to be at the tip top of your game in a competitive sport like that. But they don't like to acknowledge Kobe Bryant's narcissism or Michael Jordan's narcissism because they are two very narcissistic individuals. And only a narcissist would tell another man, you don't have enough accolades to talk to me. Only a narcissist would do that. Seriously, right? Oh, Kobe felt like he should have been studying more. Grown men making excuses for Kobe Bryant. That's when I know a lot of y'all got a lot of hoe in y'all. You know what I'm saying? When you make excuses for another man just mistreating another man because he's great and the other guy's not the same great talent that he is. Regardless of that, we're men, okay? Men need to address each other as such, no matter what level you're on. You know what I mean? And that's what I mean when, when I talk about certain athletes like Allen Iverson. He was a person who was of the fray, right? LeBron James is a person who was of the fray, like relating to common people. You know what I mean? Like still ingratiating himself to the people. Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant acted above the fray. You know what I mean? A lot of times, like, you know what I mean? Especially with their aloofness and how they were like not wanting to be close to folks. Even Kobe Bryant had to keep calling Michael Jordan phone, keep reaching out to him, keep bugging him for Michael Jordan to finally say, okay, I'll talk to you, I'll mentor you. Okay. He had to keep coming, begging Mike to come around, to being up under him. You know what I mean? So Mike was aloof from folks, didn't want to fool with folks at all. You know what I mean? But let's be for real. People getting mad at Smush telling the truth. And y'all know Kobe had a lot of that asshole nature in him. Because I'm going to tell you, once again, only an asshole would cuss his teammates out while the cameras are rolling in practice, calling them soft as shit and calling them soft as Charmin, cussing them out, talking them, berating them crazy. Again, if LeBron James does that while the cameras are rolling, he is public enemy number one. He's the worst thing you've ever seen. He's the worst guy in the world. So y'all got to address, a lot of y'all Kobe Bryant fanatics got to address a lot of the contradictions y'all have within yourself. All right? And Smush is allowed to tell his story whether you want to agree with it or not. I believe 100% Kobe was acting like that to him. Nobody has refuted those stories. And it ain't okay. It's not okay, especially for a young player coming in. That will mess up their confidence to a high degree, make them feel like, oh my God, I can't mess up. And I don't care what people can call Smush trash all you want to. Smush averaged about 11 points with the Lakers, which double figures for a young guy at that age. That's solid. That is solid, man. People want to act like, oh, he ain't killed. He was terrible. He was terrible. And for Kobe first two to 3 years or third year, first 2 years, he wasn't this world beater. But he eventually grew. You know what I mean? And Kobe Bryant should have been the first person to know what it feels like to be a young guy on the team with a lot of older vets and a lot of people looking at you funny style because you are a young chosen guy. Well, he was a lottery pick. Kobe was like the 13th pick. They traded for it. Lottery stops at 13 or 14. 14, I believe. But anyway, yeah. And people looking at you, who this young kid think he is. And they are alienating them. They really kind of like looking at you funny style, like, huh? You know, and kind of treating you a little funny because you the young dude on the squad and they looking at you like you the next chosen one up. Kobe should have understood how that felt. Like, hold on. Well, Smush wasn't the chosen one. I shouldn't say that. He wasn't the chosen one. But I'm saying he was in a position where he was a younger guy and veterans were kind of looking at him a little funny, right? So he should have known how he should have used empathy in a situation and say, I'm gonna put myself in his shoes and how he would feel, right? And treated Smush with respect, regardless if he wanted Smush on the team or not. Regardless if that's the guy that he wanted to be his point guard or not, he was. And Kobe acted like Smush was no better than scum on the ground. You know what I mean? And for real, Kobe lucky he didn't run into the wrong individual. Because of the wrong individuals that I know, that I grew up with, I'm a nice guy, you know? And I would have listen, me and Kobe would have been rumbling. Because you ain't talking to me crazy. You ain't doing that. Especially, I'm a grown man too, got kids, you out your mind. Regardless if I had kids or not. But a lot of y'all like to romanticize that part about Kobe. Oh, he's a real man, a man's man. Oh, nobody likes a nice guy. That old LeBron wants to be friends with everybody. He wants to be a nice guy. You need a little bit of assholism. Now y'all trying to downplay that he wasn't an asshole. He was. Y'all looked at LeBron, he's a nice guy. But you ain't never heard LeBron teammates coming out and saying he treated them wrong or he talked to them like they was nobodies or like they were nothing or they were the scum at the bottom of their shoe. You never heard him doing nothing like that. You hear me? So, yeah, Smush can tell his truth. Y'all got to eat crow and deal with it, man. People don't only got to say good stuff about Kobe because he's deceased. I don't live in a world where that should be the case, you know? But anyway, man, y'all got to live with it, man. Machiavelli Mills TV, I'm out. Peace.